Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to take a look at Mecha'thun Warrior. Actually, this is the same Mecha'thun Warrior list that I played a couple of months ago. I took this back on the ladder. The meta has shifted a little bit, but no changes to this list were needed. This list was still working perfectly fine. So Mecha'thun Warrior is a combo deck. There are two types of Mecha'thun Warriors around nowadays. There's the Malygos build and then there's the Undertaker build. And this build here is a Malygos build. I will have another video of the Undertaker build later. But this one is the Malygos build. So the combo of this deck is that, first of all, of course, Mecha'thun. Death Rattle, if you have no cards in your deck, hand and battlefield destroy the enemy hero. So you need to draw your entire deck. And your final hand with this deck is Mecha'thun, Boomship, Malygos, 2 copies of Inner Rage, and Whirlwind. That's 6-card combo. Optionally, you can also have one other minion that can have at most 6 health and no Divine Shield or Summoning Death Rattle, so it has to die to 6 damage. So Ciliax doesn't do. But any other minion in this deck, you can also have 1 copy left over. Then you play the Boomship, you summon Malygos and Mecha'thun and your optional 3rd minion. Then you Inner Rage, both Malygos and Mecha'thun, and then you Whirlwind, and boom, they all die. And you win the game. And I prefer this version of the combo deck over the Undertaker version for a few reasons. One of the reasons is that this combo ignores that you can have small stuff on the board. With the Undertaker version, you have to be careful about killing all the stuff before you go for your combo. But with this one, because there's that 6 damage Whirlwind with Malygos buff, that means that all the little stuff just dies. So you don't have to worry about having stuff on your board. And another, admittedly fairly minor upside at the moment is that this deck is pretty good against Nomi decks, because there's 2 brawls and then there's the Malygos Whirlwind, so you can actually kill 3 Nomi boards. Overall, I find this deck to be a lot of fun to play still. It's a great deck. It's a bit of a slowish combo deck, but all the combo decks right now in the meta are fairly slow. There are no real fast combo decks around. So you can play it as a Control Warrior against aggro. You have pretty much all the Control Warrior tools. Some of the slots are taken by your combo pieces, but you can also sacrifice some of the combo pieces as needed in order to survive. And when you're up against something like a Control Warrior yourself, well then, haha, Mecha'thun is just going to come and wreck the day. So it has the regular Control Warrior tools. You have 2 copies of Town Crier, they tutor for Militia Commanders, they tutor for Ciliax, you have your Warpaths, you have your Shield Slams, you have your Brawls and Dino-Medics. This version is running 2 copies of Brawl, because the meta is fairly board-centric at the moment. You have to get rid of your Brawls before you can Mecha'thun, and that's sort of a problem because Brawl can only be cast when there are at least 2 minions on the board. But your main solution to that is Dr. Boom Mad Genius, because one of Dr. Boom's hero powers is to summon 3 1/1 mechs on the board, and you can click that hero power and then you can brawl. Traditionally, Mecha'thun Warrior only was running 1 brawl, because waiting for that hero power to come around twice if your opponent is just trying to fatigue you is a little bit awkward. But the current meta is so board-centric that you will have ample opportunities to use your brawls. I also really like running Super Collider in Warrior decks right now. Just great tool, kills big giants fairly easily, also useful against various token builds, getting rid of multiple minions at once. The second thing this deck does, in addition to removal, is draw cards. There's double Acolyte of Pain in this deck, and Acolyte of Pain can be combined with Warpath to draw cards, and my personal favorite, Acolyte of Pain followed by Dino-Medic, so the Dino-Medic shoots the Acolyte of Pain 3 times in order to draw cards. Just love that combo. And in addition to that, there is the Weapons Project Harrison Jones combo. So Weapons Project, you have to think about a little. If you really need weapon removal, then Weapons Project is your weapon removal. Like you're facing a Bomb Warrior, you want to take away those French calibers. Or if you're facing an aggro shaman, you want to take away that Doom Hammer. So you can't just blindly play Weapons Project and Harrison for card draw in all matchups. Sometimes you need to hold on to these pieces a little while and think about how you actually remove the opponent's weapons. But that's pretty much all there is to this deck. There's removal, there's card draw, and there's the game-winning combo. Of course, sometimes things get a little bit complicated. Sometimes you need to play the boom ship for tempo, just get big minions on the board and try to win the game by hitting your opponent in the face with those. Sometimes you need to sacrifice some of your combo pieces early, and in that case, because boom ship gives the minions rush, so then Malygos Mecha'thun will have rush, or maybe there's only Mecha'thun left and it will have rush, then you have to think about, okay, how do I use these pieces to pull off the combo. Sometimes you even do boom ship Mecha'thun shield slam if you have built a lot of armor but you have needed to sacrifice your combo pieces. So even if you can't pull the full combo, do not despair. The deck has alternative ways. You can rush into big minions, you can use shield slam creatively, or sometimes you just hit the opponent in the face. As for the mulligans with this deck, just typical Control Warrior mulligan with a slight tweak towards card draw. So Town Crier, obviously great. Acolyte of Pain, obviously awesome. Then depending on the matchup, whether you need to emphasize some removal, Warpath against tokens, Weapons Project against weapon decks, or something like Brawl against token boards, Dino-Matic against token boards, Super Collider against mages in case they pull off some giants. And against tokens or Control Warriors, Dr. Boom Mad Genius is a good card to keep already early on. If you enjoy this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now, let's go take a look at Mecha'thun Warrior in action. Maybe I even keep this hand even though this hand doesn't have card draw. Switch to Mage. Because you always have a chance with that. But you always have a chance even if you don't know anything what you're doing. Alright, let's see about this one. Still not sure about the archetype here. Is this bombs? Is this control? If this is a mirror, then he's winning because he has been able to draw a ton more when I was preparing to deal with bombs and all sorts of nastiness like that. Do I finally want to get rid of the Town Crier? Yeah, let's get rid of the Town Crier. He could charge this down, then I could charge his minion down, then he can Dino-Matic my charge, but I guess that's how it goes sometimes. Well, I do want to draw. What can I draw? Militia Commander. Oh, we're using it. Okay. Still no idea of the archetype. Okay, it's bombs. Fine. Now we know exactly what the archetype we're playing against. This means that I can't play boom this turn, unfortunately. I'm not just going to shield slam, but I can boom shield slam next turn. So it's better to just play Militia Commander again. I also have the triple Warpath as an option, but triple Warpath is more flexible. It's just Militia Commander, kill the Elec, trade the mech, hero power, 2 bombs in the deck. Alright, now we know exactly what we're up against, so the weapons projects are here to take away the range calibers. If he has Blastmaster Boom now, he got the double shuffle, that would be useful for him. He didn't, and I managed to draw a bomb. This is good, because this means Blastmaster Boom is weaker now. And I do play my own boom here. Even though this means that Shield Slam might be unreliable. I may have to save the shield block a little bit in order to be able to Shield Slam more. He gets another double shuffle, but this is the last double shuffle, so there's no 20 damage burst at the end. I'm not just going to shield slam that, right? Weapons project. Shield slam the Elec. He's not going to run Harrison, no. Can make the mechs. Do I want to play a shield block here? In this position, yeah, I think I do. I have the other weapons project that I can use to later on do things. Getting rid of a bomb in my deck is never bad. Getting rid of a bomb in my deck means that Blastmaster Boom is weaker. It's still obviously annoying, but it's a little bit weaker. And this is like the worst turn to have this, because now I have the Blast Shield. So I have the ability to just hero power shield slam that away. So how do I do this now? Because hero power, warpath, shield slam, 2, 4, 5 mana, 8 mana with an acolyte. Acolyte will draw 2 cards probably, and it might prevent some face damage. Alternative is to brawl. This is a good brawl board. We brawl. I will hero power after the brawl, so that should the 7/7 win, I can still shield slam it. I can do it like this, and then I can hero power. This is fine. I can do Acolyte and triple Warpath later, probably with this line, which means that I can draw more cards. There's one bomb in my deck. He still has a Goblin and a Wrench Caliber, but I have another weapon removal piece left. And I don't think I draw with the Harrison at this point. I think this is an Acolyte of Pain draw turn. 7 cards in hand, so I have ample space. Let's draw 3. Yeah, I don't have so much space that I could just play another one of those on the board. But I can just draw 3 here. Beautiful. 12 cards in the deck. You can shuffle 4 to 6 bombs at the end. Well, it's exactly 4 bombs. It's not 4 to 6 bombs, it's exactly 4 bombs. Because it's the Elec, Goblin, Wrench Caliber. Elec doubles, 2 bombs, 2 bombs. I mean, that 4-bomb shuffle is the traditional norm. But I do agree with his game plan in this position, because he had Blastmaster Boom in his hand the whole time. When you have Blastmaster Boom in your hand very early, you want to shuffle a lot early, so that you can play the boom with full boom bots. It just changes your approach, you become much more aggressive. Nine cards in hand, but I would really need to remove the Wrench Caliber. I probably need to equip the Super Collider this turn. Just hero power here. Of the combo, I'm missing an Inner Rage and a Whirlwind. 2 combo pieces in the deck, so I cannot risk overdrawing at the moment.
Defend the gates.
Don't mind the Militia Commander. Beautiful Ziliax draw. So for now we are entering a state where we are just being a little bit more chill and healing up a little here. 8 cards in hand. An acceptable state. There's 1 brawl left in the deck. After the Acolyte draw turn, he should be aware that I'm Mecha'thun, or at least he should seriously entertain that possibility. Because that sort of Acolyte draw turn is pretty rare from a control deck. 9 cards in hand. I mean, I could draw 1 with the Acolyte by killing it with the Devastator. I could kill it with the Shield Slam too. That will draw just 1 card. Still 9 to go in the deck. But then I have the Harrison combo too. I think this is fine. 8 cards in hand. I have the Harrison combo that draws 3 cards. I need to get rid of cards with some kind of schedule in order to then draw with the Harrison combo. I don't have to use Harrison combo because Harrison can always also be the last minion that I just get on the board with the boom ship and kill it off without drawing cards with it. That can always be done. Rusty Recycler seems like a fun card here. I'll take that. Because I can use that now to kill that one and heal up a little bit. I do appreciate my health. And now, because we have seen both LX, 1 Goblin, 1 Wrench Caliber, I don't think he can shuffle enough bombs to kill me anymore. There's 1 combo piece that I need, which is the Whirlwind. After I get that, I could even overdraw with the Harrison. But I do need to get rid of the Brawl too. So Brawl will be gotten rid of when I get the Boom Hero power to make the 3/1/1 tokens again. Or alternatively, if there's a position on the board where there are multiple minions on the board. That's also possible. I'm not sure he has outs at the moment. What would be the out even? Don't particularly mind that. I mean, armor. Armor for him is irrelevant. 10 cards in hand, my hand is full. I have not found the Whirlwind yet. I have the option to brawl this board. 6 cards in deck. I think I'll go for the Brawl. Let's just brawl this board. Get rid of that Brawl. Save the both of the Omega Devastators. I don't think he's going to have a lot of minions on the board. I mean, I can kill that with the Super Collider if it happens to win. But I can still armor up. This is completely fine. 6 cards in the deck. There's 1 combo piece left. Well, here comes the Wrench Caliber, which means that that's my cue to play the Weapons Project. But can I draw with the Weapons Project? I can't draw immediately, because if I draw, I will overdraw. But now that I picked up the Town Crier, well, I can go to 7 cards, but then I draw 3 cards. And I can't get rid of any, so if Whirlwind is the last card, I will lose. So I need to start spending cards here. Next turn will be the Harrison. Obviously I want to take away the Wrench Caliber. That's a given. I probably need to play one of the Omega Devastators this turn. And I need to play the Town Crier this turn. To make some space. He's always going to hit with this, so then Harrison will draw 2 cards. But that is perfectly on schedule with what I want to do anyway. And this does not help him really. Serenite Taskmaster, haha. Great Serenite Taskmaster jokes. I highly appreciate Serenite Taskmaster jokes. Well, that would be my Whirlwind. 3 cards left, but I still need to play something next turn before the game will end. Still need to play the shield block. Oh well. I suppose it will be fine. Well, actually, now that I drew these cards, no, I will have 1 minion too many. Because there's still going to be one minion to be drawn. So I do need to play the Omega Devastator here. Alright. Next turn I will play the Warpath and the Shield block. And the turn after that I will combo. I will take 3 points of fatigue damage. Yeah, I will draw blank twice. But that should be acceptable. I don't think there's enough damage coming in to really matter. So I need to play the shield block now. Yeah, I just need to play the shield block. Play some warpaths. I can play 2 warpaths here. I can also hero power and I can kill the tree too. It's fine. It does not matter. So I will take the 3 points of fatigue damage. 4 points from this, that's 7. So then he would still need another 33. I mean, only 2 fatigue left. So there is no out for him. Alright, this time I calculated all the draws and everything well. And that results in a victory. Malygos, Mecha'thun, Whirlwind, and a win. I'm afraid it won't be. Down to our Undertaker Mecha'thun. Yeah, there is an alternative combo. I prefer the Boomship version, but after this game we can play the Undertaker version. Let's see what happens with that one. And hi Cap, welcome to the stream. I can show the Undertaker version to you. I like this one better, but I mean, both are viable. Feel bad that Hearthstone have no idea how to improve. Well, you can watch some videos on YouTube maybe, and just play. I mean, just play and analyze your plays. Get the deck tracker, because then you have all your replays saved on the website, and you can check the replays of your games, so you can see what has happened in those games, so that you can go back and look at your games. That's pretty important. It's even more important than the tracking feature here. Of course, the tracking feature here is useful. It helps you win games. But the ability to go check out those replays, roll them back and forth, see what turns were good, what turns were bad, that's absolutely crucial. Duckzerg subscribed. Welcome to the god. I was already thinking this might be Control Shaman, but with the Tasty Fin, I suppose it isn't really. I think I'll play a Militia Commander out there. Take down the Taunt Totem. Hit into that one a little. Because I need to save the Warpath a little bit here. That was one of the weakest war leaders I have seen. He needs to accompany that with a Taunt minion. No, this is not how any of this works. I still do not want to commit a board clear. I would rather simply commit 8 Ziliacs. I get rid of the war leader. And in a position like this I believe I'm value trading a Murloc here. Obviously there is a possibility that he runs a Thunderhead build. And that Thunderhead might be able to do things. I left that trade open. If I didn't value trade with the Town Crier, that wouldn't be open. I don't think it matters, because I assumed Ziliax was as good as dead regardless. Don't roll a taunt totem, please. I hate it when that happens. This deck can still run those Stormbringers and stuff like that. I think I'm now going with the Acolyte coin double warpath, because that will draw me a pair of cards right now. And I believe those cards can be instrumental in winning this game. But there's just still so much to come. But if I spend a Shield Slam, I can't answer a Thunderhead. I think I'll do it like this. This gives me a pair of draws, so I have 3 other board clears in the deck. I get closer to those. But this opens up possibilities to do like an angler play now. I'm not too concerned about the Hegatha. I tried analyzing my own play, I hardly realize what's wrong with the play. Very hard, I was supposed to realize something just because 5 minutes later. You do have new info, because you know how the game ended, and you know how you could have done things, but you also must not be too results oriented. Because if you only focus on the results of the games, that's also wrong. 9 cards in hand. I'm drawing 1. I could have also drawn one with this first, like here. I could have maybe drawn with this first. If I had thought that I might want to use a Dinomatic. But I didn't think like that. I'm actually not going to draw with that at all yet. This means that he can potentially silence it. Like this turn. If I had 10 minutes to look into this turn, I might come into a different conclusion about this. Because I had the opportunity to draw with this first, or I had the opportunity to not draw with it at all. Lots of different choices there. My hand is full, but I also happen to have Dr. Blue Mad Genius, which is one of the best cards against token decks, because I can get the AoE hero powers. There are 2. Basically there's the 3 1/1s and then there's just the white board. Right, so far so good. Soul of the Murloc on just 2 Murlocs has got to feel pretty bad. Now that it's doubled, it can feel better. I can leave him with a pair of 1/1 Murlocs on the board though. I can also leave him with no Murlocs on the board. I think I like the no Murlocs on the board line the best. Let's do that one. That seems like a fun thing to do. And that line is shield slamming this. Then playing the weapons project to kill this. And then playing Dino-Medic to kill all of them. He used both Souls of the Murlocs from his original deck into doing that. So there's no more Souls of the Murloc unless they are randomly generated. He does have the Horror, and the Horror has a battle cry. But I'm not so afraid right now because I have the Omega Devastator. More Horrors. That doesn't summon a whole lot of Murlocs now, does it? No, it does not. Super Collider 2. 8 cards in hand. He's unlikely to have weapon removal in that deck. So I could in theory equip the Super Collider. He's reasonably likely to silence the Acolyte of Pain though. And Zap Cannon can kill the Shudderwock. My weapon can kill the Poisonous Murloc. Then I have the option to equip the Super Collider. And I think I will use that option. Let's equip the Super Collider now. I'm not playing the Acolyte because I believe the Acolyte will be silenced. I think I can try to find some use for it. Thunderhead, but I have 2 Brawls and I have an Omega Devastator. So I'm not concerned. Well, maybe I should be concerned like of the Stormbringer. Not really, because I have the 2 Brawls. So the point here is to play... Oh, Stormbringer from the Horror. That's pretty sweet. Alright. So he might still have more Stormbringers. If he has a lot of Stormbringers, that can be a problem.
I must decide.
I can totally see how a lot of Stormbringers could be a problem. Well, I obviously need to brawl this board. Do I try to get something with the hero power? I think I do. I believe I can tank the Hook Tusk a little bit here. Eternium Rover isn't enough, right? No, it needs to be at Celiax. Eternium Rover can be weaved in together with the Omega Devastators, though. I'll take the Eternium Rover. I think this is fine. I believe I can tank Hook Tusk for a turn. He has another Trust for Horror left, and he was also able to discover a card with the Haunting Visions. Okay, I don't mind a Kobold Lackey. I might mind, because this deck could run Stormbringer. He was able to discover a random Stormbringer, and he gets Hakar, which wins the game. Well, that was pretty unfortunate, I have to say. He discovered Stormbringer twice, and he got the game-winning Hakar, because then I will just die to the Bloods. This is pretty unfortunate. I'm trying to think if I have outs. Try not to kill Hakar for a long time. I can't tank it that long. It's simply not possible to tank it for that long. YouTube people have like 60-65% win rates. There's no mechs that do silence. Yes, that is correct. There are no mechs that do silence. And that's what I was thinking about so long during that turn. I was thinking if there's any random way that I can deal with Hakar, but there aren't. So overall I'm pretty sad that he discovered 2 Stormbringers and then he also managed to get Hakar, which is the only legendary card that wins the game. Well, I would have to gain tempo advantage, but I don't think I can do that. I might with Boom Ship. If I can Boom Ship a lot of big minions on the board at once, that sort of stuff. Nullifier? Probably the Nullifier, yeah. So I would actually have to kill him with damage, and the damage has to come from Boom Shipping big stuff on the board and hope he doesn't have a random spell that deals with them. That's the only remaining out. But he must not find these random spells that deal with minions. He also must not roll these 50-50 wins from every roll that he does. That's the sort of thing that doesn't allow me to win. So I need to boom ship right now. And he must not be able to deal with this board. If he does not have random effects that help him deal with this board, then that means that I can win. Silence on the Malygos is only good for me because it allows my inner rages to be used better. This is the only out. We'll see. Why are you spamming the Serenite Taskmaster nonsense? Wait, what happened? Trust for Horrorcast, Mecha'thun and Eureka. Okay, Mecha'thun isn't very powerful, luckily. So now I face tank this, right? Yeah, I'll first roll the hero power, of course. Hit there. Hit there. Face tank this. Pow. Those die. I have 18 damage here. I could turn that 18 damage into 22 damage. 18 plus 18 is 36, he's at 33. I probably need to spend at least one inner rage now. And push. Do I need to spend more cards? I probably do want to play at least that one out there. As long as he cannot find cards that answer white boards, I have a chance. But he has Bloodlust, of course. Is Bloodlust enough? That's enough now to kill the Mecha'thun. 8, 9, 10 damage. Then I will have 12 damage. Does he find healing? Healing is the other way. Another Underbelly Angler. Nasty. Can't really use the weapons project. So, Militia Commander will kill the Underbelly Angler. This can push 10, so he will die if he draws a blood. Do I want Harrison Jones on the board? Or do I rather take 7 armor? I'd rather have as many minions on the board as possible. Because that makes it the most difficult for him to answer everything. Towncar doesn't draw anything, nope. Harrison Jones doesn't draw anything, nope. I can do this to buff up the Malygos and I push face. And if he draws Corrupted Blood, he loses. I have 4 bloods and 2 other cards remaining in my deck. I will need to win next turn, most likely. He's trying to find a random card that would help him. But he did not. So that's an alternative way that you can win with the Mecha'thun deck. I have won games like this before, where I simply boom ship my big stuff on the board and hit them in the face until they die. but it's very unreliable.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.